Hi, I'm C.R. Hero. I'm the Vice President of Environmental Affairs for Meritage Homes, and I wanted to take 5 minutes to walk you through what I'm sitting in here, which is a Sustainability and Energy Efficiency Learning Center. We built this for realtors to help them understand all the changes that are happening both in existing homes in the retrofit towards better energy efficiency and in new homes and things builders are incorporating into their building process that really add value to your customer. But what is really important with what we're going to walk through over the next 5 minutes is that it's not about all the widgets. It's not about low E2 coatings and LEDs. What it's about is how these things translate into benefits for your customers and how your ability to differentiate between really substantive, better built construction and maybe flashy marketing can help you differentiate yourself in a marketplace that's changing very quickly to incorporate some really good building practices and some that are quite honestly a little bit more marketing. So I'll walk you through some of the main things that are changing in homes today and how they benefit customers. Because ultimately what this is about is getting your customers more, getting them better value, getting them a more comfortable home, and getting things reduced that don't add any benefit. Like this particular home has a different type of insulation and it reduces the heating and cooling cost by 50%. So it makes the home more comfortable. It actually makes the home healthier. But the main thing is it cuts your utility bills down with all the things in this particular home by 50%. And so these are things that help a customer either stretch and buy a larger home, get more amenities, in a new home, get more upgrades in Design Center, and their monthly cost of ownership can actually be less. So let's walk through some of the basic components that you'll see out there, from windows to lighting to appliances, and talk about what really helps your customer live better and some things you should understand and ask questions of from existing homes and other new homes to make sure your customers get the best home, and importantly for you, make sure you've got the tools to be a resource for your customers so that whether they're buying a new home or they're thinking about reselling their existing home, they look to you to help them navigate these issues. One of the things that's the easiest to do, whether buying an existing or a new home, is upgrading the lights, because CFL and LED upgrades tend to have the same socket so that you can simply pull out an old incandescent bulb and replace it with an energy efficient lighting source. But the big question is just why? Why is the industry, why is the government really pushing this new type of lighting? And the best way to think about it is to think about how an incandescent light works. So one of these old incandescent lights are 100-year-old technology. And what it does is it consumes, let's say it's a 100-watt bulb, so it consumes 100 watts. 10 watts of it are light. 90 watts are wasted as heat. That's why back in the 70s and 80s they'd make easy bake ovens with them, because old incandescent lights are a really poor source of converting energy to light, and that's why we're converting over, because not only can a CFL make the same amount of light using 75% less energy and an LED make the same amount of light using 90% less energy, they also don't make the heat. So the heat that's emitted by these two lights is so much less, you actually will see a reduction in your air conditioning bill in the summertime because you don't have these incandescent light bulbs making all these little tiny easy bake ovens all over your house. So it makes, once again, your house more comfortable, reduces your monthly cost, and works better. This light lasts 10 times longer than an incandescent light bulb. This LED lasts 133 times longer. So it lasts longer, it works better, it costs less, and it makes less waste heat that you're just running your air conditioning to compensate for. So all in all, the reason we're updating lighting is it works better. And the great news is, regardless of whether you're looking at an old home or a new home, the cost to upgrade to CFL at least is really reasonable. Upgrading to CFL pays for itself in 9 months, and it's nothing but benefit after that. LEDs, while they're expensive now, they're coming down quickly throughout the country. So this is going to become a really reasonable source in the near future. And if you've got vaulted ceilings or tough to get to spots, the fact that they last so long, it's a great option for those spots. So it's not necessarily a differentiator and something that should change your buyer's decision or what you're helping your buyer guide themselves towards. But it's definitely something to understand, because if you've got somebody that's converted to CFLs, or you've got a builder that offers CFL as an option or a package, it's a great opportunity to really improve the way that home functions and will really benefit your customer. One of the best things about all of these components is they distill themselves down into very fundamental things like savings. All the features we talked about today, better windows, better lighting, most of them translate into energy savings every month. And so whether you're looking at a new build with new energy efficiency features included in the construction practice, or you're looking at a home that's retrofitted itself to include better energy efficiency in the windows and the HVAC or renewable energy, that should be readily available in one of two ways. One, in a new home build, there should be a third-party certification that gives itself a HERS score, a Home Energy Rating Service score. And that should demonstrate the percent of energy saved every month in the operating of the home, and that should be able to be translated into dollars every month that is reduced from a comparable home without those features. And one of the unique features of a home with renewable energy, such as this one, is you actually will normally have two meters. It's called net metering, and one is tracking the consumption of energy by the users, and the other is tracking the production of energy. Now, the bill that you receive every month is this minus this, but the nice thing about this is when we looked at other possible solar panel configurations, this is exactly what you need to know to understand, with all the various types of solar panels out there, what the value is of the solar system, because this will tell you every month how much energy it produces in savings.